Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of the second season here at Fulham. As you can see, one of our own has won the Player of the Month award. Very, very pleased with regards that award. Fully earned as well, has to be said. We're having a fantastic season so far in season number 2, and he's been very, very heavily involved, Cutrone. So he's currently actually one of the top goal scorers in the league, I believe. Joint top, in fact, with 6 alongside Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. We are third in the division after 9 games, and we have Swansea up next. There's been some FIFA18 stuff go up on the channel yesterday and hopefully today as well, so check the channel page for anything you may have missed. But we've Swansea, Manchester United and Newcastle in today's video, and hopefully we can pick up considerable haul of points to ensure that we get as close towards Liverpool as we possibly can today. This is the first video I've recorded since coming back from Gamescom, so I can't quite remember what on earth has been going on recently, but we're missing Cabano through injury, of course, so Bettinelli's been defaulted onto the bench. We shall swap him out for Aite. But for now, I'm quite happy with the starting lineup looking as it is, and hopefully we can be quite happy at the end of the game as well with 3 points. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series, the My Player series, or FIFA 19 stuff that's now starting to come. Capture event soon. But for now, Swansea starting 11 then. Nordfeldt in goal. 4 at the back for them. Carl Norton, Georgia Matt, Fernandez and Adnan at left back. Grimes, Fulton and Klukas in the midfield. And then up top, Nathan Dyer, Borja Bastone and Jefferson Montero. Similar-ish look to the side that got relegated. Not sure how they're doing so far this season, but back in the Premier League for the first time since going down to the Championship. Rebounding back, first time of asking, and hopefully we can show our dominance, so we say. Seri into Anguissa, out wide to Joe Bryan. Catrone's made the run. The Player of the Month looking to get involved in amongst the goals yet again. Take through possession and they're short to Seri. Back there and then inside. Anguissa has Tom Kearney making moves, and he's got a bit of space here, Kearney. If he can get it back on his left foot, might have a chance for the shot. But it's well held by Nordfeldt down low. 10 minutes in, first chance. Stay at 0-0 though for now. Grimes with a ping over the top. Christie rises well. Shirley into Kearney. There's Zambo Anguissa. Let's drive forward, shall we? Quickly forward nicely to Cutrone. A bit of footwork, that's not worked. Tom Kearney's still there. On his left, give it a crack. Matt in the way. Seri's there though. That's floating! But it's floating wide after half an hour. Still goalless. Kearney into Zambo Anguissa. Swansea defended very resolutely so far. We've been limited to just a couple of opportunities. Seri will take the advantage there. We'll look for Kearney and want to try and get it back on his left, but he's not got the touch to get away from the defender. Fernandez has just hounded the ball back again. Lucas had to tuck narrow there, and now Freitas is down the left-hand side here. Cross could come in from him. He's got Borja Bastone in the middle there, and arriving is Grimes. Back to Bastone. Klukas. The accuracy of finishing in this game has not been evident so far. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at the break, unless we do something right here, right now. And to this point, oh, nicely done. And tucked back inside. To this point, goalkeepers not tested, despite chances on goal being crafted. Keepers not actually having much to do. Catrone, I'm going to drop the shoulder. That was nicely done, but can't get past Jordi Amat. 0-0 at the break. Christie into Kearney. We start the second half with a bang. Maybe. Kearney's determined to do something. Out to Andre Schürrle. Crossed in. It's blocked. Get the ball down there, Kearney. Trying to pull it back to a teammate. There's Zambo Anguissa. Jean-Michel Seri. Ryan Sessegnon on the man over. Oh, nicely done. Ryan Sessegnon, good save by Nordfeldt. Finally, a keeper is tested with an effort, but it hasn't yet gone into the back of the net. And that's a poor pass. Getting back used to playing FIFA 18 again. Oh, after playing 19 at Gamescom, and clearly I'm struggling to settle back into things, but we're at least still doing a decent job. Could do the free kick for them, but Zambo and Gisa should really have settled for a free kick. Christie does well to rise up to win that. Cutrone looking to spin in behind the man that's with him, and he's done that. I was waiting for Carey, but Jean-Michel Seri is determined to have a crack. Norfolk with a good save. Jean-Michel Seri scored a very good goal in real life this past weekend, and he could get himself an assist here, but Shirley's header ends up coming back out here to Cutrone. Get it down there across Cyrus Christie. There's the march arm, not the man you want in that position. Sessegnon, here's Joe Bryan. Go back to Sessegnon maybe. Roll the defender. Oh, try to squeeze it through and it's not going to reach. Time running out. Still 0-0. And Gisa just manhandling the defender. Get off. Get out of the way. Move. Seri. Goal! At last the breakthrough. Fulham 1, Swansea 0. Not quite as spectacular as the goal he scored in real life against Burnley, but still a high-grade finish. Fulham 1, Swansea 0 at last. Onto his right foot, nice drop of the shoulder, and floating it into that top bins. We lead. Nice ball forward into Jordi Amat. To Andre Ayew. Klukas over the top. Good ball. Christie should win that header though, and does well to do so. And Gisa on the counter. No, it's the wrong ball. The defender was pulled out of position there. And Cutrone was clean through if I'd have been able to find the right pass. And I may pay for that in the... Oh, I thought for a moment I was going to give away a pen. I very nearly paid for that in the worst way possible by conceding a goal. I, well, quite obviously caught the man after he had the shot. Thankfully, the referee was happy enough with the effort having already passed before I made contact, and Jordi Amat just whiskers away from equalising at the second attempt from the corner. Still though, our 1-0 lead intact. Into Kyle Norton. Here's Murillo. Oh, I thought I was going to get the tackle in there, and good save by Rossi. Vital save by Rossi with not much time remaining in the game. That could be the save that ensures we get all 3 points here. Now on the counter-attack. I'm going to look to play through Cutrone. It wasn't the best of passes. Oh, nor was that. Oh, the opportunity to extend our lead on the counter-attack from them potentially equalising is wasted. Twice. Now they're on the counter-attack against me. The game getting very stretched now. End-to-end stuff here to end the game. We're at the Liberty Stadium, but we are able to work the ball away, but not the best of clearances from the keeper. Floated over the top. Norton still forward here, the wing-back, but eventually we get the ball away. Now into stoppage time we go. Look for Cutrone. I'll go back to Sessegnon because it's the obvious thing to do in that situation. I see Seri. I'll look for Seri. Quickly to Kenny. Out your feet. And the shot. And the second goal for 3 points. Tom Kearney makes it 2-0. We're going to get the victory. Back to FIFA 18 with a bang. There's the final whistle. Practically the last kick of the game from Tom Kearney to give us an extended margin of victory. But at the end of the day, at this stage of the season, I don't care whether we win by 1 or 10 goals. Victory is the main aim. Southampton win at Old Trafford by 2-1. Interestingly, Liverpool thumping Derby, who continue their struggles and indifferent starts to the Premier League season. We, though, are up to second and now face, well, actually 4th place, Manchester United. I was about to say 3rd place, Man United, but Huddersfield has just leapfrogged them. So up into 3rd come Huddersfield, up to 78 rated, goes Cutrone. That's good news. Varney up to 75 as well, would now be a gold-coloured card in Ultimate Team. Right, up next for us then, Manchester United. Leeds have offered me £830,000 for Tim Ream, which I shall reluctantly accept. Right, Man United. Bring it. Right, Manchester United, Sergio Romero starting in goal. Benjamin Henrichs at right back with Smalling, Rocco and Jaume Costa rounding out the back four. Twanzebe and Matic holding. Pulisic, Mata and Martial all sat behind Mario Mandzukic. Interesting starting lineup. Pogba and Lukaku on the bench. Let's see what this United side do. Martial's just sprinting away. There's the delivery. Oh, God, didn't think the keeper was going to come for that initially. Seri wins the header nicely, and Andre Schürrle looks to get this forward quickly to Cutrone. There's Seri. Oh, just able to get that away from Juan Mata. Sessegnon looking to get round Benjamin Henriks. That's a lovely ball into Cutrone. He's got Smalling with him. Seri is here forward in support. I'll look to pull it back to him. Twanzebe is also with me. Was supposed to be a fake shot or fake pass, but that didn't really work out for the best, did it? But in the end, no, it very nearly did, but the shot was comfortably saved by Sergio Romero. Mata. Intercepted by Christie. It's loose from Juan Mata. He's normally very good with his possession retention, the Spaniard, but that was particularly poor. Tried to flick that round Smalling. It just didn't quite work with Cutrone there. Zambo Anguissa does have Tom Kenny in support here, and there's Cutrone. And running around the outside is Ryan Sessegnon, and Smalling with top draw positioning to ensure that we don't get ourselves an opportunity on goal. It's been an indifferent opening 25 minutes or so. Not many chances on goal at all. And a lot of... Oh, God, as I say that, I might be about to go 1-0 down. Mandzukic squares it across, and Christie helps it on its way. Yeah, not many chances created on goal. A lot of midfield battles. And neither side really been too impressive with regards to their possession retention. Players you would expect to be good at keeping hold possession and ensuring that good moves are created, like Juan Mata, just haven't been performing thus far. We'll wait and see if that continues throughout the full 90, or if at some point, perhaps with an inspiring team talk from Jose Mourinho at half-time, Man United might burst into life in the second half. But half an hour in, it's been a lot of that. Promising situations, but poor final ball. That was not a poor final ball. Nemanja Matic in behind, but that was not the best of crosses. Mandzukic wins the header. Matic into the middle, and Pulisic over the bar. Deflected. Corner. Mata, 10 minutes to go for half-time. In on the left foot, towards the near post. Chested down by Mandzukic. And the deflection from the shot that was off target takes it inside the post from Cyrus Christie, and Manchester United lead by 1-0. That was headed wide, I am certain of it, before Cyrus Christie deflects that inside the post, beating his keeper. Yeah, a long way wide. Oh, that's the most unlucky own goal I've seen for a very long time. I can't quite believe that. Man U 1, Fulham 0. Christie down the line to Schürrle, tackled by Jaume Costa. Marcel plays the 1-2. Now the Spaniard racing in behind him. Marin Mandzukic makes a good run. Thankfully he's not the fastest, otherwise might have really been in trouble there. Cuts it back to the former Villarreal man again, who's telling me a new one down this left-hand side. Good delivery, Rossi gets there with the punch. Kearney wins the header, and we will clear. On the back foot at the minute. Manchester United really trying to turn the screw and get themselves some daylight between us and them. And as I played that pass to the man that was next to me, I just glanced down to see that I actually had a man in loads of space on this near side, and would have been better off playing the ball over the top towards Andre Schürrle. But he's in behind here, the German now, and we might very well be in for an equaliser. I'm going to pull this back. Oh, and Sergio Romero throws out a foot to stop me from tapping home. 1-0 down at the break. Free kick lofted forward. Well, easily won by Zambo Anguissa. Unfortunately, there's not really much on at the minute in terms of a counter-attack, but Benjamin Henriks is going to come short here, and perhaps should have taken a touch to just open up the angle before trying to play the ball down the line. They've taken Twanzebe off, and on has come Paul Pogba by the looks of things. Indeed it is. Kearney with the turn. Back there to Zambo Anguissa. Back nicely to Kearney. Pogba far too strong in that situation. At this stage, I feel like we're on a one-way street towards a defeat. But perhaps with an inspired substitution in 5 or 6 minutes' time, Friday night can get rid of the ball from this particular attack, we might be able to get ourselves something from it. Cabano and Aite have both had impacts on play in this save from the bench, but we might not need them if Patrick Cutrone can finish this, but he can't. Still 1-0 down. Mario Mandzukic off and Romelu Lukaku on. Just what I needed. Batter through to Lukaku on the counter-attack here, United, but Anguissa has other ideas. Nicely done. Jedson Fernandez inside to Anguissa again. I'll look out wide for... Well, intended to go straight to Ryan Sessegnon, but never mind. Sessegnon will get that down the line looking for Catrone, and he's in behind Rojo here. I've got Cabano at the back post, and in the middle there is arriving Jedson Fernandez. What a block from Nemanja Matic. Superb defensive play from the Serb. Up we go with the header. That's going to drop here to Jedson Fernandez, who just had his chance. Blocked. Bryant back. Oh, it's the Marchand. I thought it was Tom Kearney. Fernandez, Marchand, and Anguissa. Looking for Jedson Fernandez. Good touch, but the ball pings off shins. Ends up in Sergio Romero's hands, and it does now look like we are going to be subject to a 1-0 defeat here against Manchester United, unless something happens with this attack, which it won't, because I've given the ball away again. It is going to be a 1-0 defeat here against Manchester United. We will not be getting anything from this one. We shall have to go again. It's 3 points from a potential 6 so far today. Let's see if we can't make it 6 from a potential 9. Dubravka in goal for Newcastle. DeAndre Yedlin at right back. Leon Gillespie and Dummett. I don't know who Gillespie is. Cochran at right mid. Colback, Hayden and Atsu. Adam Armstrong sat behind Ivan Toney. Or was it Kieran Toney? I can never remember. Ivan, I believe. Probably wrong. Let's have a quick check. Kit clash wise, Ivan Toney. I was torn because I have a kit clash with both my home and away kits with Newcastle, but with them being at home, I didn't want to play them in their away kit or third kit. So we've gone with my home and their home, hoping that the white socks and all white of my home kit and the black and white stripes of their kit will mean that it's easy enough to determine, although those shadows have completely ruined that idea, because now it looks like at times when my players are running through shadows like that they have stripes on their shirt as well. So this is going to be a difficult game to play. Here's Dummett driving down the line into Armstrong. Cross could come here. Hasn't. Back to Dummett. To Atsu again. Nice drop of the shoulder. Here's Armstrong. Tony. Armstrong. Poor finish. Here's Ivan Toney. Armstrong. There's space on the outside for Christian Atsu. Good save by Rossi. Newcastle trying their best to force an opening. Atsu will take the corner himself. And it's a decent delivery. Flicked on by Cochran, but side netting only. Forward into Ivan Toney. Nicely done by Cochran around the corner to Adam Armstrong. He had an effort earlier on that was very horribly hit. This time deciding not to shoot. Lays it off to a teammate who tucks it home. 33-55 reads the clock. Newcastle 1, Fulham 0 reads the scoreline. Seri. Kearney. That's Christie. Catrone. Seri. Good touch. No strength. Ends up on the floor. If he'd have been able to get to that, surely would have just simply tucked it home for an equaliser. Here's Toney, their goal scorer. Worked out wide here to Atsu. Into Colback. Tony's made the run through. And he's gotten it out wide here to Christian Atsu again. Back to Toney. Newcastle looking for a second. And they've gotten it. Adam Armstrong slides in. Although it appears to have gone down as a Toney goal. Let's have a look at a replay. I have no idea how that's gone down as his goal. He's looked to pass the ball to Armstrong, who slid for it and missed it. Toney shoots, and he's gone for that Armstrong, and just completely missed the ball. It's gone through the goalkeeper's legs, and Toney has his second. Well, that was odd. And there to Seri. Through to Catrone, who's had a very quiet episode actually. Catrone, after being player of the month at the beginning, and we pointed that out, he's done, well, next to nothing in this episode until, no, still next to nothing. It's going to be 2-0 Newcastle at half time, and I've got a lot of work to do in the second half to get anything out of this game. Come on, boys. Let's get something out of this second half, shall we? Nice run forward by Anguissa there. Ball played into Catrone. I was waiting for Seri to make the run, but he didn't quite accelerate into the space as I'd hoped he would. Now we're on the back foot again. Toney somehow on a hat-trick. considering the way that the second goal went in. Cochrane turns and Christie does enough to put him off, but he's got the ball back at his feet here, the Russian. Into Jack Colback, twisting one way then the other. Driving towards the corner flag for some reason. No idea why he's gone all the way over there. But then he's driving back into the middle, and Armstrong has Newcastle a third. Oh, shoot me now. This has not gone according to plan. Christie. Into Kearney. To Catrone. Seri. This could be the chance we need to get back in it. It was the chance we needed to get back in it. And he's blown it. Well over the top of the bar from Jean-Michel Seri there. An atrocious attempt to try and score a goal. And that sums up my day here against Newcastle. Plays over the top, looking for the run of Andre Schürrle, who was ahead of the defender. And then somehow Dummett ended up goal side of him, which is frustrating. Here's Armstrong. He's got two runners in front of him, one of which is Cochrane. Could get it back to Armstrong. You're taking the piss at me now, aren't you? Shelvey smacks that off the post. Armstrong buries it. It's 4. This could be our worst defeat of the season. It certainly is to this point. And if it continues like this for the rest of the game, it might be for the rest of the entire season. Maybe even the whole save. Not having fun right now. Kearney. Into Seri. Could at least get a consolation goal. Maybe. Catrone, he's had a terrible episode. Oh, I still can't get a goal. It's not been Catrone's day today. Player of the month is what we started off with him. And he's not gotten a single goal in 3 games. He's barely even had a chance in 3 games. Might get himself an assist here, or maybe a goal if I can work it back to him. But as it happens, it's nothing. Nothing for me in this game. Nothing for me in the previous game. Although a very, very unlucky own goal. Newcastle 4, Fulham 0 is how we will end the episode. Yeah, sorry about that. Only 3 points from today's 3 games. That's not the way I wanted to bring the Fulham series back to the channel after a day or two's break. But it is the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. We've dropped from 2nd to 5th. But we are still only 5 points off top. Liverpool aren't having the best runs right now either. So at least we haven't lost too much ground on those above us. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with another one tomorrow. Southampton, Arsenal and Tottenham before City, Bournemouth and Chelsea. And then the January transfer window. I'll see you next time.